So it is early June and it is 3 months into the pandemic. Let's take a look at what real estate is doing in the Phoenix metropolitan area, specifically Scottsdale and Paradise Valley. I'm still filming from home this time, even though my office has been opened up for a week, because this weekend it has been boarded up or closed down for the scheduled protest around the Scottsdale Fashion Square. Who knew, right? Anyway, it is common knowledge now that real estate is doing well through this pandemic. Prices are up, demand is greater than supply, and it's happening not just locally, but also nationwide. We also know, though, that each area and each price range can be affected differently. And as we progress into this pandemic, let's take a look and see what's happening in the metropolitan area. Now, our first graph shows the Cromford Market Index broken down per city in the Phoenix metropolitan area. This takes the index compared to last month and what it has happened to it. Now, of course, the market index, as we know from previous videos, that it's the best single market indicator of what supply and demand is doing. So if you look at the market index, every single city has increased in the market index, favoring the seller more, except for if you look at the 4 cities in the red. In the Northeast Valley, we're finding that it's starting to soften up, and we're getting closer to a normal market. Now, there's only one city that actually now has gone into the buyer advantage, which is under 100, and that is the town of Paradise Valley. So let's take a look at the prices and see what's happening there. The town of Paradise Valley, with the drop in the demand there, giving the buyers a little bit more advantage, you have a negative, an 8.8% drop in May in price per square foot from last year in May. The overall picture is, where prices are still haven't reached the height of the market back in 2007. In Scottsdale, I broke it down into 3 different categories: prices under 500, 500 to a million, and over a million. Take a look at this price per square foot under 500. It has increased 7.6% since last year, May. And our overall picture, we are higher in price than we have been even in the height of the market in 2007. And $5 to $1 million price range, it also has increased by 9% in appreciation between this May and last May. We are now equal to where we were in the height of the market. Now take a look at the million plus range in Scottsdale, and we're just starting to level off with pricing. The prices are just 1% under what they were last year in May. And our pricing has not quite reached the height of the market in the $1 million plus range. Now this, in comparison to the Paradise Valley market, let's take a look at that. It is 8.8% down from last year. And that kind of is reflective on that Cromford Market Index, if you remember. So these other charts that we're looking at now, taking a look at the listings under contract, these show where we're headed. It's the best indicator of where our market is headed. We're bouncing back. Take a look at the green line. We're bouncing back in all price ranges, even though it is, and even in the $5 to $1 million range, it's gotten over last year, as well as Scottsdale over $1 million. It's the number of sales have gone over last year. Paradise Valley, though, is still down 20%. So it is starting to affect the higher end, as it seems, especially in Paradise Valley, with the prices starting to even drop. Not significantly, but we'll see how it progresses in the future here. So let's see each other again next month, and let me know if you have any questions more specific to your situation I can help you with. Thanks. Bye.